website. This next guy, I've been told, is an absolute legend in Leeds. He's made a massive name for himself, and he's an MC and promoter. Now he's invited me to have a massive night out in Leeds with him and his boys. He's promised me it's going to be the wildest night of my life, and I really don't know what to expect. His name's Tom Zanetti, and he's asked me to meet him at a luxury penthouse for drinks before we hit the town.
Yes,
what's happening, brother? How are you, mate?
Staying at home, man. Welcome to Leeds, man.
Nice
Cool.
one, mate. Nice one.
Remember, what's going on? Charlie Snuff here.
What's happening, lads?
Welcome to Leeds.
What's happening? What's happening, brother? You alright?
Yes.
What's going on tonight, Tom? What's going on?
Insomnia Clockwork Orange Party. That's why we're all dressed like nutcases. We've got all my pals up from Manchester, some lads from Doncaster, a group of lads from Leeds. We're just going to go tear it up in Leeds. Yo! Hey, yo! Limos here! Sleeping cheating! Right, come, let's bounce.
Let's do it, brother.
Yeah, man. Getting a little feel.
Well, this ain't Grime up north. Bro, we just jumped in two crazy stretches. There was a Q7, there was a range. They were kind of big. They were big. So is this like a regular thing for you? Is this how you roll every week? Is that you travel to the clubs back and forth?
Yeah, that's standard, man. Like to travel nice. You know, got the champs there, got the range with the stretches, got all the boys in there. Just like to look after us all, do you know what I mean? And have a good time.
Love that. Cheers, brother.
I come from a northern region, Leeds boy, show a town that is my legion. Freedom of speech is what I believe in. I'm an MC and I'm fighting for freedom. Something and I'm big in the scene and I write big bars to the track. She be feeling I wanted a dream, now I'm living the dream. There's a couple MCs I'm not keen on.
So, bruv, we're here tonight to find out about Tom Zanetti. What do you know about Tom Zanetti?
Big in Leeds.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Have you come to see Tom tonight?
Of course. Why else would we come here?
How well known would you say he is?
Everyone knows him. He's doing good nights on a mission.
Yeah?
He's doing a thing out here, man.
Yeah?
Why should we drive all the way from Manchester to come up here?
Yeah, you drove from Manny, yeah?
Yeah.
Lockdown VIP and I rip on the mic inside the party like yo.
Alright, so we're outside Mission in Leeds, one of Tom Zanetti's nights. We spoke to the majority of the crowd that's been going into the venue tonight, and every single one of them knows who Tom Zanetti is. It seems like Tom Zanetti is a household name here in Leeds. In fact, more people seem to know Tom Zanetti in Leeds than they do Charlie Sloth. And I'm a little bit upset about that. Let's go inside and see how it goes down tonight.
Come on your marks, let's go. On your marks, let's go. Today on the mic with the top notch flow. Old school flavor like Ringo when I get those numbers like Ringo.
So Tom, what's your story? How did it come about that you become this brand in Leeds where everybody knows who you are? What's the story, man?
When I was younger, I got kicked out of school. I had a son when I was 16, went in and out of the police, and now, like I said, kicked out of school, not my whatever, but now I'm doing alright. I'm doing it legitimately. Obviously, it's on a Leeds, but I love this city, it's my city, and we're doing alright, and it's treating me nice,
So like for me, like how what I've seen so far, it's almost like you don't care what London think about you. You've got your own thing going on here.
I've got the whole of the north covered. Like everywhere is doing really well, but events all over Gaff. They're like just smashing it, so I'm happy with that, mate.
Normally I'm used to like hip hop, grime. What's the music that you're rapping over up here? What is that? What's the genre? What would you call that?
Started with bassline, speed garage, and it's gone to electro house, jacking house. The lead sound is a dirty house vibe, so you can really dance to and shack out to, you know what I mean? So you can just bounce around to.
Come on your marks, let's go.
So I've just stepped outside of Tom's Club Mission to hear about the other side of the scene here in Leeds. Guys, introduce yourself, man.
Yes, myself, Crawler, repping all the Born Free Leeds, West Yorkshire.
Potts, KGP, owners, Grime Pirates.
What genre of music do you guys mess with?
It's all grime, hip hop, 140s, 180s, whatever, man. Anything real, anything I can connect myself with.
Obviously being from Leeds, having an accent, how do you find that? How do you find trying to break through to the game?
I mean, if people are willing to listen to people from America and not take the decency to listen to people 6 hours up the motorway, then they're not worth hitting the music, because the music we bring so deep and so real. There's no connection there anyway.
What do you think about doing something like what Tom Zanetti's done on his baseline thing? Do you think an event like that is achievable with grime and hip hop?
Round here, like the baseline scenes for like
people on drugs that want to dance. Do you know what I mean? It's just something that gets them moving. Whereas what we come with is something that people need to be just listening to. They actually need to listen to what we're saying, because we have got stuff to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what would your first impression be if you see me walking the streets? You'd think I'm a wigger. You wouldn't see a talented MC. You'd think that I'm trying to be black because of the way that I dress and the way that I speak. But the thing that makes me laugh is the fact that most of these peeps that dare to say that to me, whether girl or man, stood there smothered in fake tan. So think about it deeply. Who's trying to be black, you or me?
We just met the Grime Pirates. Well, of course, we can't forget the ladies. So I'm here with Mac right now. Mac, what's happening? You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
So I've got to put it straight to you, Mac. Obviously, you're a female, you're white, and you're northern.
Yeah.
Right? So automatically, everything's against you in this world of rap. How'd you find it?
All right, bring it on.
Yeah?
It don't bother me whatsoever. I'm everything your mama told you not to be. I've got to be the sickest on the beat. I can't stop, I won't stop, I'm on fire, hot property. There's no stopping me, I can do this all day. Sick little missus goes the whole way. I'll be running infinity and back. I'm a sick little missus and the name is Mac. Yes, representing Leeds for the BBC. Yes.
Wow. But I've just been informed Tom Zanetti's about to take to the mic, so I'm going to get in there and check it out. I can't lie, I'm slightly blown away. I've not experienced a crowd go wild like that for a hot minute. Now, okay, the guy might not be the best lyricist in the world. He might not have the greatest bars out there. But I'll tell you something. The guy's built a brand, and everybody in Leeds knows who he is. I think MCs from up north could learn a lot from Tom Zanetti. Tom Zanetti is definitely a contender. Definitely a contender.
BBC Radio, one extra story.
Soccer beats, Scarfizzer, big up T Sheffield, right?
So I'm still recovering after a crazy night out in Leeds with my boy Tom Zanetti, which has left me really intrigued about this whole bassline culture. It seems to me that the MCs stroke rappers from up here prefer to rap over dance music. So I've come to Steel City, Sheffield, the home of bassline music, to meet the godfather, Jamie Duggan, and one of the hottest MCs at the moment up here, Tez Kid. They've offered to show me the birthplace of the bassline scene, the legendary Niche nightclub on Sydney Street. Tez, what's happening, brother? You alright, mate? Cool. Jamie, what's happening, mate? Nice to meet you. You alright? Should we get in another little look around? Oh, bloody hell.
This is Niche nightclub, Sydney Street, the original. This is where it all began. This is where bassline first started being formed. Yeah, not a very pretty sight now, but it's been derelict, it's been shut down for the past 6 years.
Should we keep having a look around? Yeah. So where would the DJ be down there?
Right back there. So that was my spot over there, this was my spot right here. Catch me Skyping away.
So many memories in here. I spent every week of my life in here, from being about 15-year-old up to it shutting when I was 22. Never missed a week. Yeah.
Why was this place so important for the bassline culture?
It's like the Hacienda of Manchester, it's like the gatecrasher to the people that remember that back in Ferry Boots days. This were our thing, you know what I mean? It was massive.
What year was the year that you remember bassline really making its mark?
I'd say 2005, 2006. 2007 is then when it went mainstream, when we had stuff in charts like Heartbroken, What's It Gonna Be, and his album Sound of Bassline.
I'm heartbroken without your love. Heartbroken, it's a petty love. Heartbroken, I don't know what to say.
When we used to come here, it wasn't really an MC thing. There wasn't really, in this building, I don't think there was ever an MC. To me, Niche was more of the music I was raving to every week. It was like the sound of Sheffield. Me spitting on a bassline track, it was the most natural thing to happen.
Watching, wobbling to the back of the bottom of my glass, more girls have forgotten.
I got hold of a track produced by T2, and it was like an experiment kind of thing. And I passed it to Duggan on one of his sets without any pre-warning. And he was a bit reluctant to play it at first, but when he played it, just smashed down the place. It was like one of the biggest tracks.
Yeah, it still is. You never know when somebody passes you a tune. Him passing me that tune, the Saving All My Old remix, that was the change. That was when MCs went into bassline that must have reloaded that, pull that tune back about 7, 8 times. I don't think I've ever pulled a tune back as many times. I think that was the first time I ever pulled a tune back in fact. Yeah. Everybody went absolutely mental.
It's like every grime MC from outside of London was a bassline MC. And like, it kind of like, in the end, it got tiresome, but it was the flavour like from 2007, 2008, 2009.
So lads, how are people dancing here? Like, what were the regular skanks? How are people dancing here?
Famous niche dance where it was like kind of shotgun dance.
Oh yeah, the shotgun, oh my god.
And it was just that's how it worked, you know, I think somebody started it like that, you know, like everybody then came.
So I've just stepped outside the legendary Niche nightclub here in Sheffield. Bassline almost seemed like the up north version of grime. It was like the northerners' grime. It inspired loads of MCs to start rapping. It even hit the top of the charts. The story of Niche shows me when people start working together, people start pushing for something they believe in, pushing one scene together, that big things can happen up north. With One Extra Live just around the corner, I want to know more about Tezkid, so he's taking me for a walk around the estate.
Tezkid! Grime up north! The thing that separates me from everybody else is a thing where I've always worked towards representing North. Like, it's always been my mission. Like, I always wanted, like, just how the UK rappers wanted their recognition, all the London rappers wanted their recognition, their respect. I always seen it as a thing where we want our recognition and respect. You get what I'm saying? Up north. Steel City, they call it up north.
Tezkid, brother, tell us a little bit about this freestyle done for us, because it's pretty immense, man. It's a pretty special freestyle. Can you explain it to me a bit?
I originally started on hip-hop, and then I went into working on a lot of grime stuff, and as you know, I went into the bassline, so I thought it would be perfect if I just mixed up the 3 genres and do a verse in all 3. SHEFFIELD, Chef City gets gritty, rep with me, let's... The hip-hop section, I wrote about what it was kind of like in Sheffield. I see there's a lot of postcode beef and all that kind of stuff. We lost a lot of lives through all that.
Ever since Dizzy said stop that, start that, man been busy up here trying to spark that Sheffield vibe. Whether it's grime, hip-hop or bassline, we go hard at.
I go into the grime bit, I'm talking about ever since Dizzy said stop that, start that. Even though he's from London, we could relate to what he was saying a lot more than the US rappers.
Up north's rocking, being on the graph up baseline to the forefront now, everyone's watching. Made in chef, straight to the top of the chart, got your heart rocking.
It goes through to the baseline section and basically explaining that we took something from the niche scene, we took it to the top of the charts, and that was basically from nothing with no help from anybody.
Boss, whatever it is, we run. Big Chef City, it's grime up north. Tezkid, up north.
So I've just finished speaking to my boy Tezkid here in Sheffield. His freestyle was something else. It was one of the most creative freestyles we've had on this road trip so far. He went through all the genres that have inspired him, and he told a story within 2 minutes. And I think with Tezkid's hunger and the exposure that we could possibly give him with One Extra Live, I really do think Tezkid could go on to achieve some incredible things, man. I really, really do. Newcastle's next, man.
BBC Radio, One Extra Story.